Alright guys, welcome back to another Dayz tutorial. So a couple of weeks ago I showed you how to get items spawning with attachments. Mainly it was I showed you a vanilla weapon, I think it was the FAL if I remember correctly. I showed you how to get that spawning with attachments, but it works on any item like that as an attachment slot. Anyway, I mentioned in there you could do it with modded weapons too, or modded gear in general that as attachments, but for the purpose of the video we're just going to stick to weapons. So I'm going to show you how to do modded stuff. It's exactly the same, but I thought I'd do this video because a lot of the mod creators don't provide you the spawnable types.xml file that you need, and more often than not you're going to have to create this from scratch. So I want to show you how to do that, and I'm not going to create a full new file. I'll just work with one item, but I'll show you what you need to do. Now, it is very time consuming. It's not something you're just probably going to throw up in probably 10-15 minutes. It could probably take you a few hours, depending on how many, weapons or items that you want to do. You might not want every weapon to spawn with a mag or a optic or a suppressor. You may only want some. But yeah, but just keep in mind that this will take you, or can possibly take you, quite a bit of time. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Now, I'm going to be quite lucky because I'm going to be doing it with a mod called ST Weapons, ST underscore Weapons, and this provides you with everything you need. And I'm going to show you the way I use this. It's like I'm going to first off show you the basic way, the normal way that using the original file. But then I'll show you the way that you can organize your file a bit more, and just be a bit more advanced with it. So basically what you want to do is you want to go to your MP mission folder for your server, go to whatever, if you use an Enoch. I've only got Enoch and Chernarus here because I'm not using any other, modded maps, but we're just going to stick with Chernarus. And you want to go to your CFG spawnable types, and just open that up. Right, what you want to do is basically scroll down till you find where the guns start. And like I said, it doesn't have to be guns. It can be clothes, it can be whatever. But for the purpose of the video, just remember, throughout this video, I'm going to be doing guns. Right, so we basically got it started here. So what you want to do, this is all your vanilla stuff, and I showed you, how to do this. But what I like to do, to make it a little bit easier so you're not typing all this out, is copy it all. So copy from the start of the weapons all the way down to the end of the weapons. But purpose of the video, we'll just copy these three. So we'll copy from the Makarov, the MK2, or MK, yeah, is it? Yeah, MK22, I think that's meant to be, CZ75, and we'll just copy them. But you'll want to copy the entire weapon part of this, okay? If that makes sense. Open up your Notepad++, and in there, paste in what you copied. Right, now, again, I've only got 3 items here. You would have a big long list. Now you've got to remember, some of the modded weapons, they have a lot of items, like they have a lot of guns. So you may find, when you've copied the vanilla stuff, you may find you've got more modded guns to add on. So in which case, if you get to the end of the list from the vanilla stuff, you've added all your modded stuff in, and you get to the end and you've still got a few more guns to add, just copy, copy however many more you need, like so, and just paste it underneath and just add to the list, if that makes sense. And then add, carry on filling out this until you've got till you've done all your modded weapons. But anyway, let's just delete that. Let's just go back to there. We'll just do with the 3. So we've got type name. So this is the Makarov. So what you want to do is you want to go to your mod folder, or the workshop page, or somewhere. They will generally either provide you a file with the class names or the types XML, which you can get the class names from that. Or like I said, on the Steam workshop page. So instead of this Makarov IJ70, you'd put in whatever. Let's just go and find you one. If we go to my weapons thing, if we just go to edit that. So say I'll take the first one. I'll copy the name of the first one. So this is the Smash M14. I would put that in there. And then, you do the same. change the magazine to whatever the M14 takes. Yeah, and you can add suppressors if that takes a suppressor, and you just carry on and do all your weapons in that modded category. And then what you would do is you would then take this. Once you've done, probably save the file if you want to for a backup. But take this, copy it, go back to your CFG spawnable types file, edit that, find where your weapons are again, and you don't have to put it with the weapons, but I like to because it keeps everything organised. I just saw them somewhere. Right, so you could either put it at the top or you could put it at the bottom. I'm just going to put it at the top of the weapons just because. So what I'll do is I'll go underneath the weapons and I would paste that in there. And you can see I haven't changed, you know, I don't know why I even copied the three of them. I haven't changed, you know, the second two, but I've changed the first one to have the Smash M14. Now, I've not changed the magazine because I'm hoping you get the picture here. I'm hoping you get how to get the names. But, you know, you would put, instead of that, say, Mag IJ70 8 round, you'd put the magazine that it fits the Smash T M14. And then again, you know, I showed you how to do the percentage, make these. If you want it to always spawn the mag, put 1.00 in the percent chance. So, you know, just like that, okay? And you do exactly the same for the items. And if you don't always want it to have it, you got to remember this is like percentage. So if we said that was 0, that was 50. Sorry, bubble in my throat as always. That would be a 50% chance. So yeah, that is what you do, and you just file save it. And that it always helps if you can delete a storage folder. If not, it doesn't matter. It'll eventually kick in. Any weapons that are already on the map that didn't spawn with attachments, they will eventually, you know, delete off the map the essential loot economy, or, you know, if players pick them up and stuff like that for the new ones to start spawning. But if you want things to spawn straight away, if you delete the storage folder, stuff will spawn straight away. But the trouble is, if you've already got a server that people have got bases on, people have got gear on, you know, you got like 30, 40 people plus running around, you don't want to delete storage folder because that will delete the entire progress of what people's done. But yeah, that is what you do. Now, for the slightly more advanced way, I'm not going to save it. For the slightly more advanced way, again, that file, you would probably, I'm going to show you two ways. Well, I'm going to show you one way, but I'm going to show you two ways because with ST Weapons, like I said, it provided me the file anyway. But this next way is you're still going to need to create this list. Basically, you're going to need to copy all the items out of your CFG spawnable types file, replace the names with all the modded stuff. Then what you want to do is, if we go back to this, copy these two lines at the top here. That will be in your, let me show you, that will be in your default file. So if we open this up, actually no, copy. If you want to copy the damage state, you can set, and I've gone over this in the other video of what this does, but you don't really need it. If you don't include this, I believe all the items will spawn pristine. But all you really need is these two lines. You copy them. You would put them at the top like so. Then if you go back to that file, and remember this is the default file that's within your Dayz files, you'd go down to the bottom and you basically copy this bottom line and you'd put it underneath like so. Now remember, make sure you have got this type tag at the bottom. But yeah, so your file would look like that. You would have this part at the top, this spawnable types tag at the top, and then make sure you got a type tag at the bottom. But if you copied everything like I showed you, you should have that bit, and then this spawnable types, and then save this. Save it as whatever, you know. So in my case, I'm working with the ST Weapons, so I could just save this file as ST underscore weapons underscore spawnable types dot xml. But yeah, so save that. Then what you want to do is, so I've got a load of files open here. Go back to your server, and in this part where all like your XMLs are, you would right click, or yeah, whatever way you need to make a new folder. Right click's usually easier. Right click, new folder, and create a folder name. So we'll just call this. I'm just going to call it custom types, but you can call it whatever you want to do. I usually do this and put, type XML files in here. That's why I call it that. So create a new folder and do that. Now, with ST Weapons, I did mention it, already did it, and I've already got it here, as you can see. It's already given me this folder in the mod files. Ignore that for now. So if we open this up, this has got some files in it. Now, what I'm going to be showing you is exactly this way, but I'm showing you, the reason I'm showing you the way to create a folder is because a lot of mod providers don't have this folder. So that's why I say I'm lucky. ST Weapons do provide you this, but a lot of other mod providers don't, and you're going to have to create this folder. So that's why I'm showing you. So just create a folder. I call it custom types. Then what you'd want to do in the folder, create a new file. Create a new text document. Like I said, we'll just call this. It doesn't even have to be underscore there. ST Weapons underscore spawnable types dot XML. Press enter and just press yes on that. Then open that. Edit that folder. I have to right click edit to actually be able to do anything in it. So open it up so it's like the text, a notepad form, and then the file that you would have saved, you basically copy. I'm hoping I'm with you so far. Again, if there's any issues, I'm always in Discord. Come join me on Discord. One thing I do say is don't just message me on YouTube saying it doesn't work, because I message people back and they don't respond to me. Like, don't try and say it doesn't work and ask me for help if you're not going to respond back to me, if you're not going to let me try and help you. So if you're going to write anything on YouTube like it doesn't work or whatever, I'm not going to respond to you. Come and join Discord and I'll help you. If you really want help and something doesn't work, I can do it through there. But copy that, go into the file that you just created, and you would paste it in, and you would file, save, just like so. Then of course, go ahead and adjust all your percentage chances if you still haven't done that. Then in your, if you go back to this part of your mission file, and you want to find the CFG economy core XML, go ahead and edit this file. Now what you want to do, you want to link that folder and file name that you've just created, and you can see here we've already got that. Like I said, ST Weapons has provided me with it, and it's already linked here. So we just need to copy this basically, and I'll put like this little bit of code in the description box, so you can just copy it and paste it in here, and obviously change the names to what you've named your files. So let me just go ahead and copy this because I want to show you how it works. Just underneath that, so it's after the last defaults and above the economy core tag bit, you would just paste in what you've copied. This part is your folder name. So I called it, I think it was like custom. Now I don't normally have space. Let me tell you what. Let me just do it like that. File, save, and let me just rename this so it's actually got no spaces in. Custom types. I don't think it matters. I just either like to have it joined up or separate it with like an underscore. Because some things don't work if they have spaces. So it's always good practice to do it like this. So once you've put the name of the custom folder you created there, you need to link your XML, your spawnable XML like I've done here. So if we just get rid of that for now, we don't need that for now. And what we'll do is we'll change the name here. And again, I'll provide you this in the description box, and it'll probably be provided with one of these names. But for you, you would need to go ahead and rename it to whatever you've renamed your file and whatever you've renamed your custom folder to be. So if we just delete that, and we'll put in what we named the file to be, and just to make sure, if we move this to one side, we actually named it, hang on, go into the folder, so we actually named it st weapons underscore spawnable types. And I would always suggest being case sensitive. If you use a capital letter on something, when you name it here, put the capital letters where you've done it. So if it was a capital S at the start within that folder, make sure it's a capital S here. But we used all lowercase. St weapons. Did we do? Yeah, it was underscore. I'm trying to remember what I put. Underscore st weapons underscore small types, and we've already got the .xml. And in where it says type, this says spawnable types. Now, if you're working with if you've got types file, you can put your types file. So if we just save that for now. If you can put in this custom types folder, you can put your types XMLs in. So mods will generally provide you a type XML file, which you can just pop in this file, in this folder. Some don't, but a lot of them do. And if they don't provide you it within the mod folder, it's usually on the Steam page, or they've usually got their own Discord where you can go and get all this information from. But yeah, that is it. So we create a custom folder. In that custom folder, we've put the spawnable types XML. We've then gone to the CFG economy core, and we've linked it here for the server to spawn it. So the server will read this custom types folder, and then it'll be like, hey, hang on a minute, we need to spawn. We need to read the st weapons underscore spawn types file. So when the weapons spawn from the types XML, so to get stuff spawned on your map is done via the types XML. But what this will say is when the weapons spawn, we want to include any attachments on them weapons to spawn that is set in the spawnable types.xml file. If that makes sense. And again, always, if you can, delete the storage folder on your server and have a fresh storage, and stuff will start spawning straight away. If not, it doesn't matter. You can go into the storage folder, go into the data folder, delete the events files. Sorry, I keep getting bubble in my throat. Let's show you. You can go into the storage folder, go into data. If you're working with the types files, you can delete these types files. Sorry, guys, just bubble. Right, I think I'm good, sorry. And then also, you can delete the events, because this is like an event sort of thing. You can go ahead and delete the events as well. But that doesn't delete stuff straight off the map. What it does, it deletes the current files that the server's trying to read, and it'll spawn these new files in with the new stuff that you've edited. So when the server starts to spawn more of these items, it will spawn them in with the new stuff that you've set, if that makes sense. But yeah, but it can take a bit of time, depending on how many players you got on there. If you got no players on your server can shut down after a bit, and you can go into your globals file and you can adjust the time there. For how long it takes to shut down when no players are on. But if you've got players constantly on your server, it shouldn't take too long. And then, of course, if you've got players picking up items, stuff will start respawning quite quickly. But that is it. Now, I'm going to show you, not show you because I've already got it here. I'm just going to delete this. Because like I said, this part here that I've highlighted is exactly the same as this part here. But, this has got the types XML file already included. But this video isn't about, showing you how to create a types XML file, all that. I've done a type XML video before in the past. So it's not about that. So I'm just going to delete this. File save. And again, I've already got the folder and stuff here. With what's provided. So as long as you understand what this is what we just created with that custom types folder. So let's just close that. We want to go back to, go back to this. So this custom types folder is exactly the same as this st underscore weapons underscore e. just renamed differently. Okay, so I'm going to go and delete this custom types folder. Now, normally I would keep this, but because ST Weapons has already provided me this, I'm just going to use the ST Weapons folder. I don't need to put this in my own custom types folder, but you can always swap everything over if you want. But if you're generally working with other mods, you would want to keep this and put your other mods in there. So I just want to explain so you understand what I'm doing. Now, let's go to the ST Weapons file. So if we go to the Spawnable types, let's edit that. Now let's pick a weapon. So basically this here is the file that we created at the start. We copied, well we haven't because ST has provided it for us, but generally we've copied the file from the default weapons, opened it up in Notepad, edited all the stuff with all the modded weapons and all the attachments, and then we've put it into a new file. Again, join Discord if you're confused, but I'm hoping you kind of understand. Right, so what we're going to do is we are going to change. Well, actually, I've already done one. Because I've tried to record this video before. We did the Smash Org A3, and you can see all these have got 100%. Apart from the mags, because what is it, 5 mags there? You can't spawn 5 mags in a gun at once, so there's no point having these all 100%. The server, when it spawns a weapon, it will just read one of them and spawn one of them. Well, let's just tell you what we'll do. Oh, that's already got it. I want to take one that hasn't got it. Right, okay guys, sorry. I just cut that little bit out because I ended up burping. I didn't want that on the video. Right, we've already basically, yeah, like I said, done one here because I've already tried to do this video. But we're going to do another that I've not done to show you it works. So we're going to take this Smash T SG552, and I want to copy that name because I'm going to need to go into a types file and adjust something there, which I'll show you. Let's just pop that there for now. Right, let's just go back to this. Right, so attachment chance, and the attachment is the Smash T mag 30 round. So we want to make this always spawn, for example. And for you, you don't have to always make it spawn. The reason I'm making it always spawn is so I can show you in game that it's working. And then, okay, the chance for that is 100%. If you've only got one item, one attachment item, just put it to 100%. If you got like loads, like the mags here, just put them to like whatever. They don't all need to be 100 because they don't all need to spawn. Right, where was I looking? The ST. Right, and then we've got attachment chance, this optic. So we'll pop that. And of course, you can if you got a file provider, like this has only provided this optic. Now, if this gun takes what else is there? I think it's called a Bravo optic or something. You can add stuff in as long as the attachment you're trying to add to the weapon is actually compatible with that weapon. And it's the same with mags. As long as the mags, suppressor, whatever attachment is compatible, you can add more in to give you more variety. And if you don't want this optic exactly, you can remove it and put another one in that fits. Or just, have multiple. But yeah, we put that to 100%, and we'll put the suppressor to 100% as well, which is 1.00. They're all 100 there. And what we're going to do is we're going to save that. And then that is done. Attachments-wise, attachment side of things, that is done. The guns will spawn with that attachment. Now what I want to do is go into the types file because I want to increase the gun. I don't want to go around looking for it basically, so I want to increase it so a lot of them spawn like I did in the first video, so I can easily find it and show you it works. And we said Smash this. We said this gun. Open back up that file. If we search for it in here, find next, and we got the gun here. So it's set at 10 for maximum at the minute. So let's just increase it, well, not that much, to 70, and we'll increase the minimum just so it gives us a good variety to 60. We'll remove the value names just so it spawns at military. Tell you what, we could just Tell you what, let's just stick it to tier 4. I'm going to go to Tizzy, and Tizzy's a tier 4 zone. So if we just remove that and just have it as tier 4. Now, if you want tier 3, you can set the tiers depending where you want to spawn. If you want to spawn just in any military, like it's only a 556, so if you want to spawn like a military on the coast or wherever, you could remove all these. Like you could just remove this as well and just have it as military. But that is pretty much it. We do want to talking about it. So we set the magazine to spawn. So if you remember in the first video, I had to I wanted the magazine to spawn full. So the spawnable types XML, that only sets the magazine to spawn with a weapon. It doesn't tell the server how much ammo to be in that magazine. So what I want to do is find the magazine in the types XML file and tell the server, look, I want this magazine to have 4 rounds. So if we find the magazine for it, which is here. Now I do believe the default magazines will work too if you want to include them, like the normal Stalog magazines, because I'm pretty sure they're the same attachment. Now we can leave the nominal and the minimum alone. We don't need to. That's just for the magazine itself to spawn around the map. We want to actually tell it we want this much ammo in the magazine when it spawns with a gun. And to do that, like I did in the first video, you adjust the quant min and quant max. So this is a percentage base. So this is a 50% minimum and a 100% maximum. So it's a 30 round mag. So 50% means it's going to spawn with at least 15 rounds in, with a maximum of 100%. So maximum of 30 rounds. So when you find this gun with a mag, it'll have it'll have anywhere between 15 rounds and 30 rounds. But for the purpose of the video, I want it to have 30 rounds. So we'll just put them both to 100% and file save. And that is it. Let's close that down. We're going to go ahead and delete the storage. But before we do that, I have not stopped the server. Let's stop the server, delete the storage. Where am I looking? This one here. Yeah. Make sure I'm on the right server. If we go ahead, delete the storage, and start server back up. Well, once it's finished properly shutting down, there we go. Start server back up. So I'll quickly log into my server, and then we'll try and find the weapon for you guys, so you can see this way works too. Alright guys, so we're in on my server. I've got up to Tizzy. I just put ESP on, and you can see there's actually quite a lot of the guns around. Now these zombies are going to get pretty loud, but I'll quickly go to these 2, or maybe these 3 in these tents, and I'll show you they've got all the attachments that we set. I want to try and do it without zombies. Oh god, knowing I'm here, because they make a lot of noise. Right, so we've got, yep, optic, suppressor, mag. You can see the mag's only got 29 rounds in, but we've got a little bullet symbol above the gun. That means one of the bullets is already chambered. So there is, 30 rounds there. So it has spawned with full round. Just sometimes the bullet tends to be already loaded in the gun, and sometimes the mag's just full and no bullet loaded in the gun. But if we take that, go over to this one. Okay, this is a good example. This one's got 30 rounds in, suppressor and a thing, and there's not one chambered. The beauty of it already being chambered is you don't need to chamber it, but you just simply press R and it chambers the bullet so it's ready to fire. But if it's chambered, not chambered, it's still the full round magazine basically. You're still getting the 30 rounds. We'll just go to one more over here. It's actually, oh no, I thought there was 2 in here. It's just the one. Again, this one's not chambered, but we've got all the attachments. Anyway, so if you are stuck, if I've confused you with something, join the Discord, give me a message and I can help you. It's far more better. If you write to me on YouTube, like I said earlier, I will probably not respond to you, because I respond to people on YouTube telling me it doesn't work, and I respond to them saying, look, you've probably made an error, join Discord. They don't respond back to me, they don't join Discord, and I start to think, are they actually just taking the pee? You know, does it really not work? Have they followed the video correctly? They're just trying to whinge for the sake of it? Because if you follow everything correctly, it does work. But I do understand that I may have confused you somewhere. So join Discord. So if it doesn't work and you really do want it to work, join Discord and I'll help you. If you write to me on YouTube, I probably won't respond to you. So don't think I'm being ignorant or not responding to you. I've warned you and I've told you. Join Discord if you want help. And my link is on my YouTube channel for Discord. Anyway, until next time, guys, have fun and peace out. Enjoy your day.